Every choice you make reveals something hidden, something you cannot fake, something your conscious mind will never admit, but your unconscious knows with absolute certainty. Right now, in the next few minutes, you are about to discover which psychological archetype is silently guiding your life. Not through logic, not through analysis, but through pure instinct. Through a single choice that will expose the truth you have been carrying inside without even realizing it. This is not a game. This is a mirror, and what you see in it might surprise you more than you expect. Before we begin, if you want to explore more psychological truths like this, hit that subscribe button right now, because what you are about to learn is only the beginning of a much deeper journey. In the tradition of depth psychology, symbols speak a language your rational mind cannot intercept. They bypass your defenses. They reach directly into the unconscious, where your true self lives, unfiltered and undisguised. Today, you will be presented with 4 powerful archetypes. Each one represents a distinct pattern of energy, a way of being, a shadow you carry, and a strength you possess. You will see 4 sacred animals, 4 different expressions of the soul. Each one is a doorway into a different part of yourself. The lion, fierce, courageous, radiating power and unshakable confidence, a creature of will, leadership, and raw, vital energy. The dove, peaceful, pure, soft in presence but strong in spirit, a symbol of inner harmony, clarity, and silent emotional depth. The raven, mysterious, wise, a keeper of hidden truths. It sees what others miss and moves through darkness without fear. And the butterfly, delicate yet transformative, constantly evolving, balancing beauty with fragility, change with grace. Do not think, do not analyze, simply feel. Which one pulls you in first? Which one makes you pause even for a second? That is the one. That instant recognition is your unconscious speaking, and it never lies. Now, I want you to truly focus. Do not rush this moment. Take a slow breath. Look at each archetype carefully and choose the one that calls to you most strongly. Ready? Let us begin. Here's something you need to know before we go further. The archetype you choose is not random. It is connected to something happening in your life right now, something you may not even be consciously aware of yet. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why that choice matters more than you think. If you were drawn to the lion, there is something primal and powerful moving through you right now. Not aggression, not dominance, but presence. The kind of energy that does not need to announce itself because it is already felt the moment you enter a room. The lion represents inner authority, courage, and the ability to stand firm even when the world around you is shaking. Your choice reveals that you are not someone designed to follow passively. You need direction. You need purpose. You need to feel that your life is moving forward with meaning and momentum. Stagnation suffocates you. Uncertainty frustrates you. But when you align with your true power, you become unstoppable. The lion archetype is solar in nature. It radiates outward. It creates warmth and confidence in others without effort. People naturally look to you for strength, even when you do not realize it. Your presence alone can shift the energy of a space, turning hesitation into action, doubt into clarity. But beneath that strength lives something deeper: vulnerability. Yes, the lion feels deeply. It protects fiercely because it loves fiercely. It stands strong not out of arrogance, but out of responsibility. You carry more emotional weight. If you were drawn to the lion, there is something primal and powerful moving through you right now. Not aggression, not dominance, but presence. The kind of energy that does not need to announce itself because it is already felt the moment you enter a room. The lion represents inner authority, courage, and the ability to stand firm even when the world around you is shaking. Your choice reveals that you are not someone designed to follow passively. You need direction, you need purpose, you need to feel that your life is moving forward with meaning and momentum. Stagnation suffocates you. Uncertainty frustrates you. But when you align with your true power, you become unstoppable. The lion archetype is solar in nature. It radiates outward. It creates warmth and confidence in others without effort. People naturally look to you for strength, even when you do not realize it. Your presence alone can shift the energy of a space, turning hesitation into action, doubt into clarity. But beneath that strength lives something deeper: vulnerability. Yes, the lion feels deeply. It protects fiercely because it loves fiercely. It stands strong not out of arrogance, but out of responsibility. You carry more emotional weight than you show. You hold space for others. You endure silently. And sometimes you forget that even the strongest need rest. And there is something else about this archetype that most people never realize. Something about the shadow side of strength that I will reveal in just a moment. But first, let me ask you this. If this resonates with you so far, leave a comment below and tell me which archetype you chose. I read every single one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. You will not want to miss what comes next. The lion does not seek attention, but it commands respect, not through force, through authenticity. You belong to those rare individuals who refuse to hide who they are to make others comfortable. You value truth over approval, integrity over convenience, and that is why people either deeply respect you or feel quietly intimidated by you. Your resilience is extraordinary. Like the lion that rises at dawn, you have the ability to begin again, to rebuild, to recover. Even after hardship, betrayal, or loss, something inside you refuses to stay down. That is not stubbornness, that is life force. That is the will to live fully, no matter what tries to diminish you. But here is the truth you must remember. Your strength is not meant to isolate you. It is meant to inspire others. When you embrace your power without apology, you give permission for others to do the same. If the dove called to you, it speaks to a rare quality within you. Gentleness, not weakness, not passivity, but conscious softness. The kind of strength that does not need to prove itself because it is rooted in something far deeper than ego. It is rooted in peace. The dove represents purity of intention, emotional clarity, and a quiet luminosity that others feel even when you say nothing. You do not dominate conversations, you do not demand attention, but when you speak, people listen. Because your words carry weight. They carry truth. Your choice reveals that you experience the world through feeling first. You sense atmospheres. You notice tension before it is spoken. You understand people not through what they say, but through what they do not say. And that gift, that sensitivity, is one of the most powerful forms of perception. But it comes with a cost. You absorb too much. You take on the emotions of others without realizing it. You forgive too easily. You stay silent when you should speak. You endure when you should walk away. The dove archetype must learn to protect its own peace as fiercely as it protects others. And here is something crucial. There is a shadow hidden inside this archetype, a pattern you may not see yet, a tendency that quietly drains your energy. I will reveal it soon, but first, stay with me. You thrive in environments built on trust, honesty, and emotional safety. Cold spaces exhaust you, harsh energies deplete you. You need beauty, softness, and meaning around you, not as luxury, as necessity. The dove is not naive. It simply chooses not to live in bitterness. It has seen darkness, it has felt pain, but it refuses to let that pain define it. Instead, it transforms suffering into compassion. It turns wounds into wisdom, and that is a rare and sacred alchemy. People feel safe around you. They open up without knowing why. They share things they have never told anyone else. That is because your presence does not judge. It holds space. It listens without needing to fix or control. But remember this: gentleness is not surrender. Silence is not agreement. Peace does not mean tolerating disrespect. The dove has boundaries. It simply enforces them quietly. If you were drawn to the raven, you carry a depth that most people will never understand. And that is not loneliness, that is sovereignty. The raven does not need to be understood by everyone. It only needs to be true to itself. This archetype represents shadow work, intuition, and the ability to see beneath the surface. You do not accept appearances. You question motives. You sense what is hidden. You read people with alarming accuracy, even when you choose to say nothing. Your choice reveals that you have walked through darkness, not because you are broken, but because you are brave enough to face what others avoid. You have looked into your own shadow. You have felt your own pain, and instead of running from it, you integrated it. You turned it into power. And here is what makes this archetype so misunderstood. There is a gift buried inside it, a gift that only activates when you stop hiding it. I will explain exactly what that gift is before this video ends, but you need to hear the rest first. The raven is selective. It does not waste energy on shallow connections. It does not perform for approval. It watches, it waits, it moves only when it is certain, and when it does move, it moves with precision. You possess an alchemical quality. You can transform chaos into clarity, confusion into insight, fear into understanding. You are not afraid of uncomfortable truths because you know they are necessary for growth. You go deeper than life pushes you. That is your choice. That is your path. People may see you as distant, as guarded, as difficult to reach, but those who truly know you understand the truth. Your loyalty is absolute. Your love is deep. Your care is silent but unshakable. You do not open your heart easily, but when you do, it is forever. The raven teaches something essential. Solitude is not isolation. Silence is not emptiness. Darkness is not evil. Sometimes the deepest light is born in the quietest places. If you were drawn to the butterfly, it reveals something extraordinary about your inner nature. You are not static. You are not fixed. You are constantly evolving, shedding old skins, releasing old identities, becoming something new. The butterfly represents transformation, adaptability, and the courage to change even when it is terrifying. You have been through cycles of death and rebirth, not literal death, but the death of who you used to be, the dissolution of old beliefs, old patterns, old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Your choice shows that you understand something most people resist. Growth requires letting go. Evolution requires loss. Becoming who you are meant to be means releasing who you were. You are highly sensitive to energy. You feel shifts before they happen. You sense when something is ending and when something new is beginning. You read the emotional climate like a language, and that sensitivity, while exhausting at times, is also your greatest strength. Make sure you are subscribed, because I am about to tie all of this together in a way that will shift how you see yourself. And trust me, you do not want to miss the final revelation. The butterfly is delicate but resilient. It survives storms. It adapts to environments. It finds beauty even in broken places. You possess that same quality. You may appear soft, but you are far stronger than people realize. You thrive in spaces that honor change, creativity, and emotional honesty. Rigid structures suffocate you. Fixed routines drain you. You need movement. You need growth. You need to feel that life is unfolding into something meaningful. But here is the truth. The butterfly must learn to rest. Constant transformation is exhausting. There are seasons for change and seasons for stillness. Both are sacred. Both are necessary. Your gift is this. You show others that change is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. You are living proof that endings are also beginnings. Now, here is what all 4 archetypes have in common. Each one holds a truth you need right now. The lion reminds you of your power. The dove reminds you of your peace. The raven reminds you of your depth. The butterfly reminds you of your ability to transform. Whichever one you chose was not random. It was a message from your unconscious, a reflection of the energy moving through you in this exact moment. And now that you see it clearly, you can work with it consciously. If this video gave you insight, leave a comment and let me know which archetype chose you. Share your experience. And if you want more content like this, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is only the beginning. Remember this final truth. You are not one thing. You are not fixed. You contain multitudes. But right now, one archetype is stronger than the others. Honor it, learn from it, and when the time comes, let it transform into something new. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your depth, and thank you for choosing to see yourself more clearly. There is far more living inside you than you realize. All you have to do is keep listening.